Good afternoon, viewers. This is considered Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas. As they always say, the day before Christmas, I walked all the way through the house, and so and so, so and so. You know how the old thing go. Well, I'm not only walking through my house, I'm walking through the garage. And the first thing I see is my big bags that I used to carry medicine in them. Now I got a bunch of telephone in them, and it's a reason for that. I think you can hear that, right? What it is that somebody connected with those phones, but the phone is in my house, and it belongs to me. Is they online, Leon, the telephone line? No, they not. Is they on the internet line? No, they is not. Is somebody on the other end of these phones, Leon? Yes, they are. If they don't, they got some kind of machine on the other end of the phone. Why would they have other machine on the other side of these phones? Well, I'll tell you, viewers. You see something in here, right? And you see something in there. Okay, let's cut this off. You hear that? You know good and well we don't have no machine in this country that will do that on the phones. Listen. Now you know there's somebody at the end of those phones, right? My hand is here. I'm holding this with the other hand. It ain't me. There's somebody on the other end of those phones. How can they be, Leon, if you're not on the line? Do you see me walking around with no phone here? No, you don't. You see the phones here and here. These are all my phones. They call Panasonic phones. I got batteries in them because they pick up frequency of people that come in my house and garage. They frequency now. I don't necessarily mean them. You know better that I wouldn't have somebody walking around on two legs in here. I beat them, put them on the ground, and I mean fast. I don't care how fat you are, how tall you are, and how mighty you are. Nobody can tackle God and his angels. But anyway, I'm just showing you, because I'm finna close this up for Christmas, because tomorrow is Christmas Day. And you hear the peoples on now. You know those got to be people. There ain't no dog on the other end working with this. No kind of animals. Those, well, they may be animals, but they more or less peoples, of what I'm saying. Why are they doing it? To agitate me? To invade my property? Because they can, and I can't get hold of them? Is that a law, Leon, to keep them from doing that? Well, what do you think? This is my phone, my private property, in my garage at my house. You're sure there's a law. It's called a law of invasion of private. It is a federal offense and a federal violation of law. Invading a private and invading property that belongs to me. The peoples on the other end that control these and allow to do what you say and done is violating the law. Don't let no cop, a judge, or anybody else in law enforcement or out of law enforcement tell you any different, because they wouldn't know what the hell they talking about. Okay? I'm here to straighten all lawyers and all schools and professor out. Why you can do that, Leon? I am a child of God. I am a disciple of God. God say, if you think within your heart that you want to do something to somebody, whether you carry it out or not, you're as guilty as you have done it. That means you have violated God law. God law supersede all man-made law, because man break his own damn law. Okay? Now that's to all people with any kind of knowledge at all, and especially you attorneys and attorney schools or who teaches that of law. I just taught you something you damn sure didn't know. Okay? I mean every word what I said. Now, I'm in my garage getting ready for Christmas. I'm going to move on. I just want to bring you and show you this out here. Oh yeah, and to the saints of God, they may not know because they in a different tone. Saints of God, I told you in the beginning here just a minute ago that God said what you think in your heart, you're just as guilty if you're thinking evil of someone or doing somebody wrong. If you think that you is just as guilty as the one that do it. Okay, so now you know. So that is why you're talking to a bunch of telephones. Yes, saints of God. When I talk to him, do you hear him respond? Did you? Can't you hear him responding? Jerks, jerks. Hear the jerks responded? Those are jerks on the other end. They're responding. They're peoples on the other end. Even if they got a phone in their hand and messing around here, it's still invading the private. Let me tell you one last way. The other way, in our state laws, federal, if you pick up your phone and cuss somebody out 3,000 miles on the phone, you're guilty of, probably intimidating, where you invaded people's privacy if you leave a message on the answering service. These guys leaving a message in my phone here. And you say, well, what are they saying? Listen. See what I mean? I can't interpret that. I don't think you want me to anyway. But anyway, I wanted you to know, because a lot of people see the video, said Leon is talking about God helping him kill somebody or take somebody off of the earth because they violate law and then his will. Now you know how they violate my will, people. If you've been to school, when violating, invading privacy, doesn't necessarily you have to be in person. You can invade someone's privacy by going into their computer and getting things out. Did y'all heard of that? Know that? You can invade people's privacy of taking pictures inside their house. Did you ever know about that? Then if you know about that, this is what you ought to know about. They can do this. They're doing the same thing here with not only in my private property, but they also in my private home. That's what make this is a federal offense. And a lot of people didn't know. Now you do know. Don't let no lawyer tell you any damn thing else. If he is, he's lying through his teeth. Okay? I'm here to straighten you out and lawyers and schools out. Okay? They don't know everything. They ain't never have. You look at today, how we are, half of our lawyers in Congress, a lot of them is attorney, the senators in Congress, a lot of them was attorneys, been attorney before. They signed up with something wrong. What do you think about them? Then you got some of the attorney general, he's supposed to be over a state attorney general, he's supposed to be over something and running and then signing up with something crooked. That go to show you that man don't know everything. Man learning, he can learn from me. He can learn for peoples in the ghetto. You don't need to go to high school, college, graduated seminary school to know right from wrong. The basic education God has already got into you when you get up. Some size, and that's around 12 years old, you know how to eat, sleep, and holler. Okay? Now, this is Leon, and I want all of you to have a Merry Christmas. But I wanted to show, because I know people might watch one of my videos and say, Leon done gone crazy. Well, let me tell you, not as crazy as you think I am. That's why I explained it to you, so you'll know when I say about the law. And remember one thing, God law supersede man law, especially you saints of God, you already know that. Okay? And you know about what God said about people thinking something without even committing it in person. They're just as guilty. In other words, God hold you guilty. God own the earth. God own the food you eat every night. He own the sleep you're going to get tonight and elsewhere. Okay? What do man own? Nothing. He's naked as a jaybird without God. And the clothes that came from the earth and cotton and wood. Man ain't got nothing. If he don't got God, he's really naked. That's why Adam and Eve had to hide themselves in the garden. Not only hiding from God, they were hiding from sin. They didn't commit it. When God told them, thou shalt not eat of the tree. See what I mean? So we ain't learned too damn much. Thank God I have learned something. I'm listening to God. I advise you to listen to God, listen to your spirit. If you don't know, talk to God in the spirit, and guess what? He will help you to learn something. And then for the other people, when I say God is a spirit, is you a spirit? Yes, you are. Is you flesh? Yes, you are. Was Jesus flesh? Yes, he was. Was God, Jesus a spirit in the beginning? Yes, he was. He was called God, the Bible said. And Jesus said, when you've seen me, you have seen the Father I pray to. In other words, his spirit in one place and he is in another. And then when you combine them together, he one of the same. In Jesus' name, have a good day, viewers, and enjoy this Christmas. Happy New Year. But remember, criminals, God hadn't changed a thing. You will die. That's all is to it. Goodbye, because you will die. From Leon Kidd of YouTube channel, the YouTube ain't endorsing my last statement. I am ensuring it because God is the master. Goodbye, bird.